If you're a Resident Evil fan, don't scroll. Between all the apps that I doom scroll when I'm bored, my algorithm on every last one of them has been Resident Evil. And I gotta be honest, I've gone down a rabbit hole of cut content, and I just wanted to talk about it for a second. Because, like, when it comes to Resident Evil games, two games get the most hate: Code Veronica and Resident Evil 6. Outside of Umbrella Corps and Operation Raccoon City, which aren't bad games, well, one of them's a bad game. One's more like a fever dream that you kind of get into and you don't want to like, but it's a lot of good fun if you have friends. But with the hopes of a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, I was kind of going down a little bit of a rabbit hole of the cut content they could be adding in, and I found something out that I didn't fucking know about. We've already discussed how Jill was supposed to be the character you're playing as, eventually switching over to Chris. And to make it more personal, they switched it to Claire to wrap up her story. But they were also going to wrap up Leon's story with having him die halfway through the game. I know it's shocking, isn't it, Kat? Yeah, don't run from me. I didn't do it. That wasn't me. The whole part where he dies trying to kill Claire while saying her name because, Alexia Ashford's a bitch, that was supposed to be Leon. And once you realize it, you look into his character model and you can't unsee it. But apparently, while making Code Veronica and starting a little bit here and there on the framework that would later become Resident Evil 4, they realized they want to put Leon's story there instead. So scrapping Leon, scrapping Jill, but adding in Wesker. Nice. Then changing the ending fight between Chris and Wesker to just nothing. Stop running away from me when you don't like stuff. That's not my fault. Blame Capcom. It kind of makes me wonder if they did do a remake with the overarching story they've been kind of reworking to fit better into the narrative. Will we get any of the cut content into it, or at least homages to it? Not gonna lie, it would make Steve Burnside's character way more likable if we could dress him up like Leon. Claire! But tell me, what would you like to see in a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake? What game in the franchise do you think deserves a remake but it's been overlooked? Let me know. And they better not remake 5 before they remake Code Veronica, because if the people are only going to play the remakes and ignore the originals, they won't really care about Wesker.